Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. With the recent release of The Walking Dead Definitive Edition, I have not done any dialogue videos discussing anything in it. I've done videos on the character gallery, developer commentaries, but I haven't talked about anything that's specifically in it. So now I'm going to start those videos starting today. Now that there's been about almost 2 weeks since its release, I feel it's a great time to start discussing it. In this video, I'm going to be discussing Clementine's house. In the Definitive Edition, we have lots of images of it. Old, actually, that make it, 6 years. Shows the progression of it being disheveled. And I know some of you are curious as to what Season 4, the final season, originally was supposed to have. So, I'm going to show you guys confirmed stuff that ends up showing that The Walking Dead final season originally was supposed to have a conclusion that Clementine was supposed to return to her home. And there's stuff in the art gallery that supports this, as well as some stuff that I'm going to be showing from Twitter, etc. So if there's anything you guys want me to discuss, I'm mainly going to be discussing art gallery and developer commentary stuff for the next couple weeks. After that, we're pretty much done with Walking Dead videos on the channel until the next game is confirmed. I know that's going to be a pain for you guys to think, but I have to move on. The Last of Us Part 2 is approaching very soon. We have the stuff tomorrow. Also, we have Life is Strange 2 Episode 5, and we got some other stuff releasing as well with Telltale Games. So, just want to say, these are the last couple weeks for videos until the next game's announced. So, let's go for 1,000 likes, and let me know what you guys think of this down below in the comments. So, in the Walking Dead final season, in the art gallery, there is an image of Clementine's house, confirming that in the original Walking Dead final season version, there was planned to be something involved with Clementine's house, and I'm going to show some more stuff and why this was a return. Now, there had been rumors about this long ago, actually months ago, and I even made a video talking about this because there were so many rumors, speculations about this happening, where Clementine was going to make a return, that full circle movement. And there's the thumbnail I showed. That really was a legitimate idea that could have happened, but this was, I guess, scrapped very early on in the game. And you could see, this is in the Definitive Edition, it shows Clementine's house there on the left, disheveled, broken down, leaves everywhere. It just shows the tree dead. It just basically shows the erosion, that the time between season 1 all the way to the ending of the final season. And you get 3 other images, the next one being the living room area. You could see the back. I mean, this would have been amazing to have actually gotten this in game. Instead of, no offense, I really didn't like the ranch flashback in episode 4. I would have loved if we could have gotten instead of cut the ranch stuff out, maybe have something like this. Even in a flashback, this would have been something amazing. Now, I know this wasn't intended to be a flashback, but they could have incorporated this possibly in a flashback. But it's just really cool to see the inside of Clementine's house and see how much time really can change a house like this in the apocalypse. And then you have the next image, which showcases the kitchen. Now, the kitchen, wow, just, you can see like fungus, you can see garbage everywhere. Maybe there's been looters through the house, walkers, but you just see everything like torn up, assuming that there's been, some kind of presence in the home since Lee and Clementine left all those years ago. But could you imagine maybe Clementine hallucinating Lee, or seeing her parents maybe here? She talked about her house in episode 4. I'm going to show that clip here in a little bit, but let's talk about the last image, which showcases her treehouse. Now, this is Clementine's treehouse. The frickin' wow. You can see the ladder torn to shreds, the fence in the back obliterated, to the right obliterated. You see grass growing on the tire a little bit, the tree dying. I mean, wow. They really had this wasn't just an idea. This was actually drawn out. This actually probably had some story to it. But again, this was in the early days of the final season. And now, let's discuss why. Now, this is in the art gallery. You think, okay, well, it's just concept art. That couldn't mean anything. let's talk about some proof that confirms that this was originally supposed to be in the final season. One of the best Twitter accounts for The Walking Dead game, and to keep up any information with it, is Walking Dead Game News. She does a very great job at showing a lot of the cut content and stuff, talking about the game, updates. You know, she's really good at what she does. So I want to discuss one of her tweets here, and she basically tweeted, early on in Season 4, there was consideration of going back to Clem's old house. And this was confirmed by the creator of these posts. So the creator of these posts ended up being Jesse McCabe. Quote me if I did that wrong. I'm so shocked. I wish we could have seen Clem's house in Season 4. And I'm wondering why they abandoned the idea. Now, there's obviously a lot to think here. This was confirmed as originally supposed to be in the game. So there was talks of it. There was pretty much a set plan in motion to do this, and this is why they probably included it so much in the definitive edition. So really what we think about here is, why did they get rid of it? Telltale, remember, they had a lot of cuts. There was a lot of cut content in this final season. I mean, there was so much cut content in Season 3. We're going to go into a lot of that in the character gallery, but when you look back at all this, it makes you really start to think, why did Telltale not put Clementine's house in the final season? At least with Clementine returning, it would have been perfect. The full circle movement, Clementine returning in the end, whether she dies or lives. I mean, I just don't really know why. They had, again, dialogue mentioning it in episode 4, but they still didn't get the appearance of it, which kind of sucked. I want you guys to leave down below in the comments, though, what do you guys think of all this information I've showed you? Why do you think they did not include Clementine's house in the final season, even though it was discussed and it had been planned to show up? Was it something to do with Telltale and their restrictions? Maybe that they were getting near bankruptcy, or maybe they just didn't think it was good with the story. So that's been it for the video, guys. This was confirmed, so feels bad, man. Really wish this would have been in the game. But hey. You know, we can't all get a happy, perfect, thing in every game. So let me know you guys' thoughts about this down below in the comments. And I will catch you all in the next Walking Dead video. Please leave down below in the comments your thoughts. And be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed. Peace. Only hope we make it.